Did you know that watercolor painting can create stunning effects with just a few simple techniques? Let's explore how you can start creating beautiful art today. Welcome to our step-by-step guide on watercolor techniques for beginners, where you'll learn the essential skills to bring your artistic visions to life. Grab your brushes and let's dive into the world of watercolor. Presentation of problem/challenge. Now, I totally get it. Many new artists struggle with mastering watercolor due to its unique properties and the unpredictability of the medium. It's not like acrylics or oils where you can just layer over mistakes. Watercolor can be tricky because it dries fast and can be affected by how much water you use. If you add too much water, you'll get a washed out look, and if you don't add enough, the paint won't flow properly. Plus, the colors can shift as they dry. So yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming at first, right? But don't worry. With practice and the right techniques, you'll be able to harness the magic of watercolor. Exploration/development. In this section, you'll discover various techniques that will set you on the right path. First up, we've got the wet-on-wet technique. This is where you apply wet paint onto wet paper or wet paint. It creates beautiful, soft edges and blends colors effortlessly. Just imagine painting a sky and having those clouds blend seamlessly. Next is the wet-on-dry technique. In this case, you apply wet paint onto dry paper. This gives you more control and sharp edges, perfect for details. Then we have layering, which is about building up colors gradually. Start with a light wash and add darker layers as you go. It's all about building depth. And hey, let's not forget about color mixing. Understanding how to mix colors can really elevate your artwork. Experiment with color combinations and see what happens. And last but not least, brush control. The way you hold your brush and how much pressure you apply can totally change the outcome of your painting. So practice those brush strokes. Climax/key moment. Now, for the key moment. Let's put all these techniques into action with a simple painting project. We're going to create a beautiful sunset scene. First, we'll start with a wet-on-wet technique for the sky. Spray some water on your paper and then use a large brush to apply a light wash of yellow and orange. Watch how they blend together. Next, while it's still wet, we'll add some darker colors like purple and blue at the top. This will create that stunning gradient effect. Once that's dry, we'll switch to the wet-on-dry technique for the mountains. Use a smaller brush to carefully paint those jagged edges. Add some details with darker shades for depth. And there you have it. You've just created a gorgeous sunset using a combination of techniques. Conclusion/summary. To wrap up, we've covered some essential watercolor techniques like wet-on-wet, wet-on-dry, and layering. Remember, practice is key in developing your skills as a watercolor artist. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Each one is a step towards mastering the medium. Keep experimenting, and soon you'll find your unique style. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our next tutorial on advanced watercolor techniques and share your thoughts in the comments below. I can't wait to hear about your watercolor journey. Happy painting!